Plumes of acid and very fine shards of glass are billowing into the sky as lava flows into the ocean. Hawaiian Volcano Observatory says 2 lava flows from one fissure started entering the water near Mackenzie State Park overnight. That's south of Leilani Estates. People are advised to stay away. Also, officials say sulfur dioxide emission rates tripled downwind of the rift zone, and some fissures in Leilani Estates reactivated overnight. As for seismic activity, HBO says there was a magnitude 4.9 earthquake just before noon today. And at the summit, HBO says there were 2 explosive eruptions of ash over the past day. Good evening. Now, that plume created when lava enters the ocean poses a very serious danger. Howard Dashevsky has more on that and the lava that crossed the highway overnight.
Kathy, good evening. We're coming to you from Pahoa, about 2 miles away from this active lava flow, but I'm going to step out of the scene and we're going to push into that orange glow. This gives you an idea of the magnitude of this lava flow right now. And even from this distance, we're hearing what sounds like bombs going off down there. Now, earlier today, we did take a road trip, courtesy of the National Guard, to what is now the new end of the road on Highway 137 near Isaac Hawley Beach Park. It's a place where only last night cars were driving in and out, but now it's a dead end with a wall of lava some 20 feet high.
So if the wind shifts and you start to see the plume heading back this direction, it's time to don the mask and start moving back.
That warning from Lieutenant Colonel Chuck Anthony from the Hawaii National Guard, actually a double-edged sword. The first concern, the toxic SO2, or sulfur dioxide gases, he's constantly measuring coming off the lava flow. But that's not all.
But this thing does not measure hydrogen chloride. So if I just see something that doesn't look right, key on me and we'll start moving back, okay?
We were escorted down into this area by the National Guard, a place that has become overrun by the lava and the fumes. It's also a landscape that is now constantly changing.
That tree that you see up on top of the lava flow, that was not here the last time we were here just a couple of hours ago. So that tree was carried down here by the lava flow.
Anthony says if you've ever sat next to a fireplace and watched it spit out hot embers, the same thing is happening here, only magnified by 1,000.
So if we get close, just be cognizant, a hot cinder could come popping out and you just don't want to be on the receiving end of that.
National Guard officials tell us this lava flow right here covered Highway 137 sometime between midnight and 3 o'clock in the morning. As you look inside, you could still see the fire burning inside of it. Believe me, you could feel the heat coming up. And as we look up, the giant plumes of steam. That's where 2 separate fingers of lava are entering the ocean, a little more than 100 yards from where we're standing. And those steam clouds represent the newest reason for concern, something called lays, a mixture of dangerous gases along with small particles of glass-like material.
Because of that, the gaseous cloud or the vapor that's coming off the ocean, it's got hydrogen chloride, some other nasty stuff. You just don't want to be around it for too long. And that's why I'm kind of keeping one eye on that. When the lava hits the water, sometimes you can actually get glass shards that are emitted, and they fly and could cause some damage. So again, you don't want to be anywhere near the water while that lava's flowing into it.
People taking shelter here?
Yes, ma'am.
How are you holding up?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I would like to go home.
I know.
Also today, Hawaii U.S. Senator Mazie Hirono visiting the 3 Red Cross shelters. She said she returned home only for 2 days to attend the funeral of former Senator Daniel Akaka, but that it was too important not to come here as well. Describe what you've seen, the images on TV, the family.